All right, guys. So let's talk injuries. Hopefully, you're not And I apologize. It's either a really bright, shiny, or my face is a little shadowed because of this ethereal light from the heavens that is coming down upon me. All right. So let's talk injuries. Hopefully, you're not going through one, but I'm going to tell you guys about the product I use. If you want to just know about the product I use, just go ahead to this point in the video. But I'm going to go through injuries, injury prevention, how to treat them, things like that. So if me now could go back to me when I started lifting decades ago, first few things I would tell me is one, warm up thoroughly. Two, always wear neoprene sleeves on your elbows and knees when working out those body parts. I wear neoprene all the time now. Even when I do legs, I wear neoprene elbow sleeves because I'm racking and unracking 45-pound plates. All the blood's going down to my legs. So keep your joints. Your joints are extremely important. You'll miss them once their full functionality's gone. And no one ever told me. So key thing is injury prevention. I do go to the gym. I'm very bundled up. If you've ever seen me at the gym, I'm bundled up. I work up some warmth and then I go ahead and start taking that off so that I can work out. So warming up was another important thing. I used to skip warming up as much because I wanted to save my energy for the really heavy lifts, and that was really stupid. Most of my injuries didn't occur on max attempts. They actually occurred working my way up there because I would try to work up there too fast. By the time I get to a max attempt, I've done so much that I'm usually pretty warmed up. So that's injury prevention. Listening to your body. A lot of times I remember, just knowing, what, something ain't right, and I would do it and I get injured. So sometimes you do have to learn to listen to your body. But for the most part, warming up, taking care of your joints, especially those neoprene sleeves, those are the best 30, 40 bucks, 50 bucks. If you get the really good ones, 50 bucks, you'll invest in. They last quite a long time. And man, you're going to feel a million times better. All right, so let's talk injuries. And hopefully, muscle injuries are probably a lot easier to heal. Strains, not tears, not, when it tears off the bone, strains than it is actual joint injuries. But once you're my age, there's like pains and aches everywhere. So I have injured everything. I have strained all my pecs. I've strained my shoulders. I've strained each bicep. I don't think I've ever hurt a tricep really. I've strained a lat kind of. My hamstrings. I did get stabbed repeatedly and they sliced open my arms. So I got ulnar neuropathy in both arms. I have nerve damage in my left leg. They got me several times in the legs. So I do have a tricep instead of a quadricep. So I've had a lot of injuries. I've had to build up from the bottom back up again. And one of the key things is patience. But and I am not a doctor, so if you get injured, the first thing I do is I go to my doctor. If I get an injury, I go to the doctor. He gives me his spiel. He knows me by now. He gives me a spiel. He gives me some stuff for the inflammation because it's important. Inflammation, sorry, I'm getting hiccups. Inflammation is important for the body's process. Getting the hiccup out. Okay, for the body's process, but too much inflammation is not. Too much inflammation can cause discomfort, the inability for blood flow to properly go in there. So you do want to go there, get something to reduce the inflammation. I don't really like taking stuff for the pain because I am able to gauge the amount of injury I really have. So go there for that. And he knows me by now. So he'll be like, you know what? You need to take 4 weeks off. I need to put, like when I hurt my shoulder, he's like, I need to put your shoulder in a sling. You need to take 4 weeks off. I'm like, I can give you about 3 days. He's like, give me 5. And I'm like, all right, 5 days. That's it. So by day 5, I went back to the gym. And here's my thing is, I don't believe, I personally, unless it's a broken arm, I don't believe in taking that time away. I think the body's very good at finding ways to work around injuries. And you can be smart enough to work around injuries with very lightweight. Continue to keep that motion and blood flow going and, the nutrients getting in there. Because if it's just like not moving, there's not much happening there. There's not much circulation happening there. That muscle begins to atrophy and the other muscles don't atrophy as much because you're guarding the muscle that's hurt. So then you cause a muscular imbalance, which is going to cause you even more pain. So my big thing is, when I've strained my pecs, I'll go back to the gym in a week. All I work out with is the bar. I'll do as many reps as I can with the bar as long as it doesn't hurt. The next week, I'll add 10 pounds on each side, 10 pounds. And by week 8, I'm already benching 220 for, 20, 25 reps or 225. So the key thing is just, building up, being patient about getting back up there. But I don't stop working out. And that's just worked for me. I find a way to work around it. I'm able to recover from my injuries. I'm able to work really well. I'm in my mid 40s. So when people are like, your injuries, I'm like, I'm doing pretty damn good for my mid 40s because I meet other people my age and they're all screwed up. But you need to be smart about it. I've, been doing this for decades. So I've found the smart ways to work around things. I've found exercises that work for me. If an exercise causes me pain, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to find an exercise. Oh, this one doesn't hurt. So nutrition, important things. Now, very important to have adequate vitamin C intake. Vitamin C is extremely important for all regenerative properties in the body, collagen production, all of that good stuff. High doses of vitamin C. I'm talking 3 grams a day. Jello gelatin, believe it or not, yes, Jello gelatin. Jello gelatin has healing properties, so you can eat Jello. Or what I do is I just get the Jello, without the sugar, mix it into a little bit of water and just slam it down. That helps as well. That's, collagen is going to help you recover there. Of course, icing. Don't ice. Well, you only ice for a certain period after the injury. If you rework out, ice it down, bring down that swelling so you're able to get that circulation going. That's one of the key things. Ice and maybe jump in the shower. So that way you're getting, extra circulation in there. But there's supplements I take. There's a supplement I took for a very long time, for years even. Then I switched over to the supplement I'm on right now. So let's see. Go to the doctor, inflammation, ease back into it. No Olympic lifts while trying to get back from an injury. Yeah, I think I covered it all. It'll come to me when I'm done with the video. I'm like, I should have talked about this. Different angles. You just got to find the way different angles to go ahead and work out, which works for you, because I can't not work out. I can't not work out. It'll drive me insane. So I have to find a way to go ahead and do that. So supplements that I have used. I used Animal Flex for a very long time by Universal Nutrition. It's a really good product. It's not very expensive, about $30 for about a month's supply. I prefer the powder. The only problem with the powder is sometimes I forget to take the powder. So the pills work because I put them in my pill box and I just take them with all the other pills I take in the morning. But it is a good product. If you're going to go, you can get it out on Amazon. You don't have to get the one I'm going to tell you about. I'm going to tell you why I switched to this one, because I was on Animal and unfortunately my elbows were not getting better. And it does have a lot of the same ingredients, but I think sometimes different ingredients work synergistically together differently for the better. And I think this one has certain ones that I think worked better in that favor. So going on to Foxtrot. Reason I actually tried Foxtrot was they were having a sale where if you bought $150 worth of stuff, you got a free Foxtrot and you got a free Total War. And I think this was in October. So I started Foxtrot in November. And within 2 weeks, my elbows stopped hurting. Not took completely away. But man, I was like, oh, wow, I can actually do tricep push downs without it really hurting. And 4 weeks after that, no pain. I've been on it straight since then. Hurt my shoulder. Went up to twice a day, all right, because it's 6 tablets. So I was taking 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon. Went up to twice a day, 6 in the morning, 6 in the afternoon. Or actually, I take 3 before my workouts if I was going to work out. But twice a day, and man, the pain went away really, really quickly. I still have pain if I push it too hard. There's that slight pain, but for the most part, it felt really good. I had injured my shoulder before grappling about a decade ago, and that thing fucking hurt for a year. It took a year. One day I finally woke up and I'm like, oh, wow, it doesn't hurt anymore. But it was painful for a year. This one I'm doing much better. I was able to actually gain size. You can tell there, I leaned out and gained size while using this product because it allowed me to go ahead and work out, and I had to change and adapt. See, that's one of the key things, is you have to change and adapt for your body to be able to say, hey, you know what? Okay, I understand. This is what I'm doing. Your body is dead set. And it was a good thing because I was probably doing the same routine a little too long anyway. Your body gets used to it. It's a machine. It's very smart. It doesn't know you're working out to look good or for health reasons. It knows you're working out because in its mind, it believes you're working out to gather or hunt food or to not become food. So it becomes efficient at those two. It doesn't want to put on muscle either. Remember that. Muscle is extra tissue it has to feed. So it will, at the moment you stop working out, be like, I don't need this, and start stripping it. So it's important that you continue that process of trying to get some kind of muscle workouts going in. If I was to, hurt one leg and I had a perfectly good leg, I'd go in there and work out one leg. It's not like my leg's going to get that huge. Muscle growth does not happen that quickly. But believe it or not, there's been studies where they show, hey, you know what, if you're working out the other leg, somehow that other leg maintains some of its size, even though it's not, directly involved in exercising. So keep your exercise routine safe, consistent. Very high reps is usually what I do. I was doing for shoulders, 30, 40 reps. Chest, 30, 40 reps. So yeah, anything that, might put any kind of discomfort, 30 to 40 rep range. And it worked because I completely tapped into a completely different set of muscle fibers, the type 2 muscle fibers, by extending the duration of the exercise. So it worked. So let's get to the product. And my hiccups are killing me, of course. The moment I sit down to make the video, my hiccups come in. All right, main ingredient, vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams. That's a huge dose. It's great. It has vitamin D, which I've covered in another video, is a great, miraculous vitamin. Helps with all kinds of body functions, but most specifically helps with testosterone. Testosterone will help you with muscle regeneration, protein synthesis, everything you need to help you rebuild any kind of injuries. It has the main three that have been around for decades. It has the glucosamine, the MSM, and the chondroitin in the recommended dosages, 1,500, 1,000, and 800. Has ginger, which helps with inflammation. Turmeric, which helps with inflammation and pain. This one I really like, tart cherry. And I saw a video recently of Arnold making a shake, and he uses actual tart cherry. This is the concentrate in the pill. Tart cherry has been shown in studies to go ahead and reduce pain in joints and muscles. And one of the key things I noticed as soon as I started taking this, especially when I started taking it twice a day when I had hurt my shoulder, I had no DOMs. There was no muscle pain. Like usually I work out and I'm sore for 3 days. None. And that was the key difference. So that's what sold me on this. I'm like, okay, my muscles are recovering much faster. My muscles are recovering much faster. My pain is going away. The amazing thing. Now here's let me go through the rest of them. Boswellia is another one that helps with inflammation. And then it has hyaluronic acid at 100 milligrams. And usually hyaluronic acid is injected. But there are studies, a lot of Japanese studies that show that a dosage, I think it was 60 milligrams, over the course of 2 months was extremely effective in helping eliminate the amount of pain in knees, or the knees. They were specifying on one body part, so the knees. What they found was hyaluronic acid, even though it's very difficult to absorb, was actually broken down by Lactobacillus bifidus, whatever, one of the stomach bacteria, and actually absorbed by the body. What it prevents is effusion of synovial fluid, or the loss of synovial fluid. Synovial fluid is what's in your joints that lubricates them. So it's keeping them lubricated. It's an amazing addition to it, which is going to help you greatly. So here's another thing I have. I have arthritis in my lower back. And there were nights where it would get bad, it would get inflamed. And I would wake up and I wouldn't be able to really move my legs without extreme pain. Ended up in the ER over this. I haven't had a single bout since I started taking this product. Not once have I had a single bout or flare up or pain. And I'm squatting, I'm deadlifting, I'm doing everything that would aggravate it to a degree, but I haven't had that issue. So again, I was using the animal product and I was undergoing those pains. I still had pain in my elbows. Very similar products, right? They do have some differences. But I also have to consider sometimes the processing of products, sometimes the sources of products have a big factor in that. All right, you can get something from someplace and something from somewhere else, and the quality may be a little different. Universal's a good company. I'm not slamming them, but what I'm telling you straight up is the results I'm getting. Now, initially when this came out, it was $60 back in October. It's been $51 for the last couple months. So on sale, because it still reads $59.99 on the website. Right now, I'm going to stick a link below for the weekend. You can always get 20% off. My coupon code is T20 Shredia, so you can only get 20% off. But you don't need to use that code because I'm going to save you 35% off. I'm going to stick it down there in the weekend. In the description, it'll take you straight to the site. With the cart, it'll have 2 of these. It'll have a t-shirt in there. It'll have 2 t-shirts in there. It'll have some samples for you. It'll have the whole shebang. I think comes out to $66 and like $170 worth of stuff. It's right there. If you want to change the t-shirt size, all you got to do is go back into the cart, delete it, refresh it, and then it'll allow you to change the t-shirt size for whatever size you want. So it takes you to the cart. Just hit main site, go back into cart, delete whatever shirt size you want to change, refresh, all right? And then it'll pop back up. If it doesn't, you can contact me at redconquan.com and I can help you out with that. But I am sold on this product. In fact, I am so sold on this product. Ugh. Let me take you to my stash. I am so sold on this product that, I don't know if you can see it. It's too dark. All right, so Foxtrot, 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 Foxtrot. It's a straight up great product, guys. I highly recommend it, especially right now. You're basically getting it 2 for the price of 1, plus a whole bunch of free swag. But there's always sales on it. You know, if you miss this weekend sale, don't fret. There'll always be another one. Any questions, let me know. This video went much longer than I thought it did. It should, and then I'm having a hiccup attack. All right, guys. Wish you the best with your injury. I wish you the best in getting better. Remember, it's going to happen. It's just like, hey, if you drive your car a lot, pushing it to the limit, there's going to be car engine problems. If you work out and you're pushing your body consistently to the limit, sometimes this is going to happen. It's a setback, but it's not a bad thing because it forces you to change your routine. I always see it as an opportunity to find new exercises because I get comfortable with my exercises. This is my opportunity to change it up, change up my cardio. Okay, this hurts, that doesn't hurt. And you get used to it. I'll be walking to my car and all of a sudden my ankle hurts. I didn't even twist it or nothing. It's just a shitty ankle. That's just all it is. And then it'll move to somewhere else and it'll move to somewhere else. It's all part of aging. Anyway, I welcome my wife to her 30s. And she has these random pains. And I'm like, welcome to that part of your life where it just happens. But tremendously helped me. And the biggest factor, besides my elbows, is really my back. Used to scare the crap out of me to wake up in the middle of the night. And my legs were just... The nerves would get crunched in the back and my legs were just hurting. And this helps so much with the inflammation that I haven't had an issue in November, December. 3 months, and knock on wood. All right, guys, y'all have a great night.